I'm here. I'm here. I've just gotta ensure some things. Like this box behind me won't fall over. That'll be fine. I don't need to worry about that. Okay. It will sort itself out. You can see. Wait, hold on. You want to see my stick, Vispheric? Is that what you're asking? Give it a sec. It hasn't done. It's not done the thing, but anyway, it hasn't done the background thing, but that'll do.
I want to see cock.
Look, here's my stick. Do you like it? Do you like my stick? I don't know why the background hasn't gone, but it's probably for the best actually of the stick. This scene is my desk scene, but it usually will it's usually got like the background removed. Hi Maya. The background's usually been removed as well, but it hasn't done that. But it's for the best. It's for the best. If I want to show off my stick, then I need to I do have to. I hit the wall. I do have to, you know, not the AI won't pick up on the stick. Doesn't look very curved. Yeah, it kind. It's about as curved as a katana would do. I actually could. I don't have a lampshade around my thing, so I could actually hit it and shatter it. Does it bend to the left? Depends on how I hold it. But yeah, I can practice 1,000 swings a day, and I haven't got a sheath for it because that was an extra £8, and I was only buying it for a bit of fun. I wasn't, you know, I didn't want to accidentally turn myself into my Discord profile picture. But you know, actually, no, you hold this. It's like this, so you can go like that. I'm fucking epic, bro. You fucking kidding me? I have a sheath for wood. Not answering that question. Do you like the? Do you like my ponytail in those pictures that I posted? Were you a big fan of me and my my epic ponytail? You might not have seen it because it was quite difficult to see in the black and white. I can like practice stabbing. I spent all 12 hours. I spent all 12 hours waiting for the sword growing that ponytail. This thing does come with a cross guard, but it's made of plastic, and honestly, I just like the stick. I don't care about it having a cross guard on it. I only wanted it for the stick. The cross guard was a free bonus, so I just kind of that just came with it. It's called like a tachi or something, but you know, that's too. I'm getting too deep into it there. How much of it can I shove up my arse? Hold on. Hold on. Sorry, I'm. It's taller than me, so it's hold on. About. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, it's going further than I think, actually. Oh, hold on, give me a sec. Oh, hold on. Oh, I can't stop. Help! Help me! Help! 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 Hold on. Fuck. Shit. I got about. Like, if the, you know, obviously that's been the. I got it's about there I got up to. But that was because at this point, like, my legs kicked in and I could kind of like hold myself. Anyway, that's how I'm getting banned from Twitch today. Yeah. It is cool. I do like this stick. Like, it is just a stick. It is just a piece of wood. Like, there's nothing about it other than wood. Made in Taiwan. The packaging had a made in Taiwan sticker. There was one that you could get that was like in some kind of black wood that looked like plastic. If you was to buy a sheath for it, it would come with a plastic sheath, and obviously the hand guard's plastic. I'm just gonna put this is just gonna sit in the corner of my room. Like I'm not gonna. It's this is not. I'm not. I don't know what to. I ultimately I bought it for like those pictures that I took and put on Discord. That was about all I bought this for. And maybe to like swing it around. Maybe if I become an artist or something, it'll be useful as like reference. But that's about it. Maybe I can spend like 40 minutes a day swinging it just to build up these arm muscles. Return it. Yeah, I'm done with it now. I've had my fun. I don't want it, Bezos. Take it back. I could start whacking my figurines with it, couldn't I? Just keep beating them with it. Take this, Levi. I'm not going. That was expensive. I'm not going to. But yeah, this is my it's my stick. It's unfortunate that I can't fit the whole thing on screen. Or maybe I can't. Can hold on. No, I can't. The camera's as big as it'll go. But yeah. Walk backwards. You say that like there isn't the box for this isn't in the way. Like you could. There's the top of the box. I can't go anywhere. Like. Sorry, I can't see the webcam under on my because of my mic arm. There we go. It's me. Do I look cool if I hold it like this? Are you impressed if I point at you and go like that? If I start beating you to death with my stick? Would you be impressed? Would you be threatened if you saw me walking down the alley? You were going to Tesco and you had 18 cabbages in your bag. Would you be threatened by me? What if I threatened to take your what if I threatened to take your 18 cabbages? Would you be threatened then? Hi. So what you're trying to say is that you don't think my new stick is cool? You're not impressed by my latest uh thing to pretend that I don't, the thing that I'm using to fill the void in my heart that is could be filled by anything else. Me and my stick. I think you'd be threatened by me. I think I could threaten you quite easily. It's fun to swing. That's the thing. I saw some people like in the what's it called? What's it called? Reviews. In the reviews for this, there were people being like, "Oh, mine's got a knot in it, therefore I can't spar with it." And it's like, the fuck are you on about? Who's buying these for their like actual purpose? I mean, obviously a lot of people, but like, they can't be. Like, who needs to learn how to fight with a sword in this day and age? It's surprisingly well made. Obviously, it's 100% machined out. You can see all the machining marks on it, but like, you know, someone's like, "Oh, yeah, you can't spar with it," and it's like on the on the list on the information is like, don't you can't spar with this. It's don't do that. I know it's like a legal declaration. It's like don't spar with it because if you hurt yourself, we're not, we don't want to get in trouble for it. Turn the lights on, keep it festive. But you know, fencers. Do you think I could go fencing with this? You have to like hold up your arm and go like this. It's like if you, I don't know what this arm's doing. I did fencing like for 3 days when I was in secondary school, and they have this arm up in the air. They're just like, I don't know, fondling God's ballsack or something. Yeah. I wasn't very good at it, but I was diligent, so they let me like play with the cool equipment. Do you think the people outside my window would be surprised to see like me, a spindly man, thrusting the sword at the air like this? Fence would win. I think I'd definitely lose to a fence. I feel like I'm doing idle animations. It's great. It's cool. You know, if I was, let's say 10 years younger, I would think this is the coolest shit I've ever owned. And in fact, I bought it to satiate the bit inside me that thinks it's the coolest shit in the world. Because I remember, like, all as far as I can remember, I've always liked training weapons. Training weapons, in my eyes, are always cooler than actual weapons in some cases. So I wanted, um, I've been wanting something like this for a while. I've also just like wanted a cool sword because, like, I mean, you probably know this, Ferric. In like the gift shops of museums and British castles, there's always like wooden swords, but they're always shit. You know, they're always like boring swords. It's like now that I'm 25, I'm not like legally allowed to buy those because I just look weird, you know. And so like I can't do that. I also can't like buy them and fight with my friends because I would look weird. So it's like throughout all my life, I've always seen like cool wooden swords and wanted one. And I thought like because it wasn't very expensive, I was like for the sake of the price, for the sake of, you know, 25 quid or whatever it was. I was like, I'll buy it just to satiate my inner child. Even if like I got it and it was terrible and all I did was like snap it in half and throw it in a fire, like at least I tried, you know what I mean? At least I bought one to see what it was like. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? To as many castles lives. Sorry, is that a when we go house hunting, we go looking at the local castles. Is that not normal? Every few years we go hunting for castles, and then we have to we have to stop by the gift shop. While you were out partying, I studied the blade. You don't know what I control, the demons I hold. Okay, let's put that down. But like castles, they always have like the plastic armor and like the wooden swords. I actually had some of those wooden swords when I was younger. Like I had one, but like I'm not an only child. I've got a sister, but she wasn't interested in like, you know, sparring with me. I could put the crossguard on. It like pulls the lacquer off. There, it's got a crossguard on it now. I am glad that it came in a very nondescript box though, because I was like scared that my parents would be like, "What the fuck are you buying?" Eh. You sure? Are you sure this doesn't threaten you at least slightly? If I was running down the road like this, holding my wooden sword. Doesn't help that I currently look a bit dishevelled. It works well for the pictures, but you know, I might become a cosplayer. It was quite fun, like pretending to be a guy that with like a neck beard. I'm gonna go to like conventions and not bathe for weeks, and then walk around with my wooden sword and fedora on. I've never been to a convention. I assume that's basically what you do there. Oops. should have come in bad dragon packaging. It would have been less embarrassing, because at least then I could have laughed about it. Like, here, now I have to explain, like, 3 levels of irony as to why I can own one of these and it not be weird. Because also, like, my dad probably wouldn't look at it and think that it was cringe or anything like that. He'd probably just look at it and think, like, oh, that's cool, I guess. I don't know why you bought it, but... just making sure that the controller stays connected. If I go on the edge, you'll spar with me. I'm choosing to ignore your last statement, Miss Vic. I'm choosing to ignore it. I've got oh, you can see the varnish or the lacquer or whatever is already starting to come off in a few places. You know, I bought it knowing I knew it. I bought it by knowing it was a piece of wood. I'm gonna walk around like a Japanese, like young person, not a Yakuza member, but like the sort of person that would walk around causing mischief, holding that. I'm gonna have a pompadour, and I'm gonna, huh? Don't tashimashite. I'm gonna charge towards them. I'm gonna stop beating them, and it's gonna be like a Yakuza fight. The game, not like a fight with the Yakuza. I would be smart enough to know not to fight the Yakuza. Anyway, we're back in Black Myth Wukong today. I think that's what it's called. I've been forgetting to actually check what it's called. I'm playing that again today. I don't know how far into the game I am. Well, I'm about 8 hours in, I guess. And I think I'm partway through chapter 2. I don't know how many chapters there are, so I suppose. Oh, I thought I heard a noise as I was bending my mic stand. So I am. I would guess like maybe half of the way through the game, maybe less than half, because I haven't actually played it that much. I haven't played it off stream or anything like that. I've only been playing it on stream. Where's the button for it? There we go. I'm down in the corner now. There we go. Move that a little bit. That's fine. Go gadget. Okay. I regret. I was gonna stand up for this stream, but I've changed my mind. I'm sitting down. Playing games with a mouse and keyboard standing up is fine, but with a controller it just feels weird. Howdy. Welcome to my abode. Oh, I never turned this light on. Hold on. Oh, it's actually really... There we go. There! That's like slightly better. There should be a like a Twitch rivals thing or whatever it... What is it? Twitch... when all like the Twitch and YouTubers got together and did a big boxing match, there should be something like that, but with sword fighting. And there's like it's like Strictly Come Dancing, but with sword fighting. I wouldn't watch it, but they should be. All right, how do I play this game again? I've forgotten how to. I've forgotten. Okay. That'll do. Okay. And then that's to... Okay, there, we'll figure it out. Oh, it looks like... I'm assuming that's going to be a boss room down there. So I may have been good to start. Because, yeah, I've been chasing this tornado since last time we were here. We were, like, kind of chasing the tornado, but no one, like, pointed... As far as I remember, no one, like, pointed and screeched at the tornado, so... I would look... You know what? If YouTubers were watching themselves... not watching. If YouTubers went and fought to the death for charity, I'd watch it. Do you know what I did watch the other day? I only very briefly because I didn't want to... It offended my sensibilities. Oh wait, that might be where I might have come from down there. Where am I? Oh yeah, no, this is where I came from. But this is where I do want to go. This was a boss room. This was where I fought a boss last time I was playing. I remember now. Okay, so when I was I'll probably talk about it more later, just because I want to wait before I talk about it, because I want to at least have something to talk about throughout the stream. But um, while I was watching those videos, that when no wait no, it's something completely different. Never mind. I'm regretting. I'm getting myself regretting. I'm forgetting. I'm getting my stories mixed up. So last night on the Discord, or sometime on the Discord, I think it was last night, I showed off. I was like, "Hey, what about if I get this? You know, this stick that you've seen?" Um, then I was mentioned something about how I don't want to buy an actual samurai sword or katana or Japanese sword because I just think it's pretty cringe. I'll be honest. I do. I think people who own like unironically own samurai swords and like display them in their house can be pretty cringe. I think it looks a bit weird, especially if you're, you know, a Westerner. It just doesn't really fit the Western aesthetic house. Looks a bit weird. Um, owning like Western weapons is one thing. That's fine in ways, but I just feel like sometimes it can look a bit tacky to have a like a samurai sword or a katana in your house. So I was looking, but that I mentioned Mole Ninja shit, which is a subreddit for people posting weapons and generally just being mean to people who enjoy collecting weapons. It's not very nice subreddit really. It used to be people posting like stupid looking weapons, but it seems to have just devolved into people being like either people showing off their collection of stupid weapons, or or going out of their way to be mean to people who collect those weapons. And you know, I think some of them do deserve they deserve the insults, the humiliation that they get. But the it's generally like those like stupid looking weapons that you see just like for really cheap, made of like punched Chinese steel, and sharpened with what is going on, and basically just not sharpened at all. Just have a slight bevel put on, and you can buy them for relatively cheap from the mall or wherever. And just like they look stupid. They've got like jagged things. They've got skulls on them. They've got all manner of stupid looking uh, cosmetic intricacies to them. And they'd be completely useless in any kind of actual combat situation. But also, these people think they would be useful in combat situations. So I was looking at that, and I what's this? This is increases max health. Okay. So I was looking at that, and I saw a machete fight. I didn't want to, but once someone says that, once people, I see a video, it was a British machete fight. Of like some, it actually looked like a pretty regular British street, like not even like too lower class, but it was just like what two guys, one guy holding like a machete, like not, I don't know if it was a machete actually, it was more like a um it was one of those like stupid looking what the government are currently calling zombie weapons. It was one of those kinds of things um that one of the guys was holding, and he was like standing menacingly, and the camera, whoever was filming like the guy who had been attacked, and the guy had like blood coming out of his face or whatever, so he'd obviously taken it inside of the head a little bit. It wasn't like a huge open wound, but there was blood pouring out of the side of his head. um he then like walks over to like a car and takes his shirt off. I don't know why that people take their shirt off in a fight, but he takes his shirt off. um it's it's a very horrific video really when watching it. Like I was like, why am I watching this? But it was still really funny. Like morbidly funny, because it was like British comedy really, because the guy who takes his shirt off, the guy who's already bleeding, takes his shirt off, walks over to a car and retrieves an actual machete, and then like you know, like menacingly walks towards the guy who was attacking him, and starts like swinging the machete, like furiously like swinging it, and like but terrified about getting too close. Like he's swinging it, but he's like apprehensive, like he doesn't want to actually kill the guy, but he also doesn't want to get too close so the guy can like stab him. And so he's like, you know, like kind of like flailing this machete. And one of the times, I shouldn't laugh at it, but it's funny because what happens is he's got the machete in his hand and he slices like that. Doesn't fucking hit the guy, but like the machete slides out of his hand and flings across the street. And the guy, realizing what's happened, just starts to fucking leg it in a Looney Tunes ass kind of like run, like on all fours, like trying to run away. And the guy realized, the other guy realizing what's happened, but also doesn't want to like actually probably doesn't want to kill the guy, so he's kind of like running after him and like threatening him, but like not actually doing anything. And it's just like honestly, the guy could be dead. I don't know. I stopped watching at that point because I was just too busy thinking about the fact that the machete just slides out of his hand and he launches it across the street. And I was like, what the fuck am I watching? These people definitely did not come out of that well, and it was definitely the sort of situation that if the police would have got involved, there's a chance they would have just gotten shot. Um, but yeah, no, I saw that. That was just on Reddit. That was on Mole Ninja shit. Well, it was cross posted to Mole Ninja shit as I was just going down it and seeing the sort of things that people were. And someone was like, "Hey, look, Mole Ninja in the wild," and it was just two people machete fighting in the streets of, I don't know, Birmingham or something. It didn't even look like that bad of an area. It just two people fighting with knives in the street. Um. So yeah, no, that's what happens. That's what's happening here. I didn't have the audio on, so I didn't hear what their accents was. But no, it was funny just to watch the fucking machete fly out of his hand. You always, whenever you're looking at videos on Reddit, you're always risking watching someone die. Well, these little fellas, this is actually what the fight looked like. Oh, these are those insurance selling meerkats, aren't they? These are the things that sell your insurance. They say, buy our insurance or we'll beat you to death with machetes. Oh, I'm gonna die. Hold on. There we go. It was definitely. I shouldn't laugh at a machete fight gone wrong, but sometimes you just can't help but laugh. Like, neither of them were in the right, because like they were both fighting on the streets with a machete. How do I play this game again? Like that. There we go. Anyway, that's what I plan on doing with my stick. There we go. It's one of the ones that I think you get the. I can turn into him now if I wanted to. I think we'll find out. But never mind. Machete. Wait, hold on. Machete. Machete. I don't actually know if that's a fedora or if it's a trilby. Oh no, wait, no. I think that is a fedora, but I don't know if like the actual thing that we call a fedora is actually a trilby. Oh, I see a geometry issue there. Oh, oh wait, no, I don't. Yeah, I do. No, yes, I do. Never mind. Oh, that's it. This is down to 30 points in my book. Can I like climb out of bounds if I do it right? I'm gonna assume no. Or at least I can't. Someone might. IGN are gonna take 33 points off of this just for that. Where are we? Inside the Eye of the Storm? Yes, almost. Come on, no! Oh. It's annoying. What do you do? What's happening? What's he doing? What's going on here? Why can't I do what is this? Why does this keep happening? I know. Oh, okay. No. I like I like how you draw in the sand as you're going down. Okay. There was a special item up there. I think that like wooden weapons are fun. I once wanted to learn how to. I wanted to like make them. What's this? Right, what? Okay. What was the point of that? Why did it just not give it me? Sure. Fair enough. Self-advantage. I once like yeah no I once wanted to learn to make like wooden weapons. I thought it would be fun. Not like training weapons, just like weapons to hit your friends with. Well, legally not. You know, legally you're not supposed to tell people to hit their friends, but they're going to hit their friends, aren't they? I'm just sprinting like text. Let's do this. Come on. Oh wait, I've got these as well that I should probably be doing to actually increase things. Increases mana, increases defense. Let's get some health. I can't get that because I need 2, so that's fine. Let's go. We'll go with that. I don't really know how critical hits work in this game. I don't know. I don't know if it's proccing anything or but that's fine. Turn the volume of the game up a little bit. What are you? Oh, Potman. Wait, is it the fox from earlier? Here. Hello. Fantastic, Mr. Fox. Oh, I can still walk during this. Hello. What are you up to? Yep. Take 3 steps back. Like a true nonce. Don't want to stand too close to him. What's this guy do? He increases moderate. Oh, it's permanently. Okay, so this is just like increases the stuff. Okay. And these are not increases to stuff, and then this is where. Upon use, considerably increases max health. Okay. Well, I'll have to try and remember that that's there. Do you know when you pick up your pants upside down and all the 300 pennies in your pockets flow out? I do hate it when that happens. It happens far too frequently for me. The other day cool. The other day I got my haircut and I had to pay in coins. I don't like doing that because I just kind of feel like a bit of a scrounger, you know, paying in coins. It was like pound coins, but it was still like, you know, £10 in pound coins that I had to haul around with me. Because I forgot to go and actually get money out. While I was there though, I don't do anything. As you're probably aware, I don't do much. And the problem with that is that when you go to get your hair cut, you are expected to talk to the person, you know. Let's go with let's go with maximum increase stamina by 1. When you go and get your hair cut, you're expected to talk to the person cutting your hair. And the problem with the problem here is that I know, like, I've had the guy who cuts my hair cut my hair for like my entire life, and so like I know him. But that just makes it more awkward when he asks what I've been up to, and I have to say not a thing, because then I just have to sit there in silence as he like cuts my hair, and like we both do. And so I've taken to just making stuff up. Whenever he has not like in a I'm straight up lying about what I do. I mean I am lying about what I do, but not in like a, you know, I'm not trying to play it off. I'm not doing it like. These aren't real stories that I'm trying. These aren't fake stories I'm trying to pass off as real. Anyway, the last time I was there, he was like, "So what you've been up to?" And you know, obviously because I didn't want to say I haven't done anything. I just was like, I took part in the Olympics. Previously, I said that I went to the moon, But this time I decided to be, you know, a little bit more down to earth, figuratively and literally. And I just claimed that I took part in the Olympics. I was like, yeah, no, I took part in the Olympics. And when he was like, oh, that's strange, I didn't see you there. I was like, oh yeah, it's I was taking part in the long jump. I was taking part in the long jump, and I actually jumped too far. He wasn't. I don't think he was too impressed by my lie when I claimed that he didn't see me, because he didn't see me at the long jump because I jumped too far. I don't think he was too pleased with that. What was that? Oh, go to that. It's fine. But yeah, so that's the problem with me currently not doing anything. It's the only thing that I actually have on a somewhat regular schedule is going to get my hair cut, and even then, even the staff draws in the sand. He asked me about streaming, but he's like an old man, so it's like hard to explain streaming, you know. Okay. I like all the rocks bouncing off the ground. See, I could go over there, or I could go and see what's in this direction instead, and not worry about what that tornado is all about. I can hear someone crying. Okay, can I open this? No, I can't. It'd be opening from the other side. I hate that this game has stamina out of combat as well. A lot of games now are starting to change it so that when you're not in combat, your stamina doesn't deplete, and it's great. But this game specifically is like, no, we're not being useful. Hello, old man. Space heaters are the only electrical equipment that are 100% efficient. That doesn't sound true. What about the slight noise that comes off of them?
Hurled by gales to and fro, changed from a former glow. The signs told me you would come.
Also, I bet that if I grabbed the cord that's coming out of the space heater, it would electrocute me, which means that it's not being efficient because there's electricity going through.
It houses a treasure that none other can see. A scale.
Listen, Maya.
I've
I've got a stick now. I've got a stick that those kind of threats, those kind of jokes ain't gonna fly anymore with me and my stick. Yeah. What is that? Oh, it's just a bit of the lacquer coming off. What am I gonna do with the stick? Twitch's terms and conditions say that I'm not allowed to tell you. Shut up, Maya. Shut your mouth. How dare you turn that against me? Oops. Who is this old man? Oh, I saw him before. How dare you? How dare you take me down like that?
Deities, not even they have control over their destinies. Once caught in the threads of karma, all are mere offerings on the platter. Forlorns for the four waters under the sky.
Interesting, old man.
Their destiny is sealed, as yours and mine. When the Long King defied the court, the four sons, deities.
Okay, this is fucking. He's just like lore dumping. I don't.
Once caught in
Fuck off. Fuck
forlorn.
off. It's just. I'm just like sitting here trying to meditate. And it's like the deities once caught in the winds of time. It's like, shut up. You're just hearing him chiseling away, and you're trying to meditate. And it's like, can you not? Just dink, 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 dink. So this would be peaceful if you weren't over there. It's like deities. Shut it! Alright. There we go. Ooh, tree. Free stick. Fragrant jade flower. Oh, there's rats on the floor. I want a collection of low poly rats. Because like they're always going to be, whenever you see a rat in a game that's just like running around as like a critter, there's always going to be, they're always going to be like low poly, and I like the idea of just having a collection of them. Or like I could 3D print a low poly rat if I wanted. I could find and 3D print a low poly rat. That'd be great. I might do that. I haven't used my 3D printer in over a year. I'm just going back up here because I need to get my gourd back. Rest. It's very nice that it doesn't rest automatically, but it's also very annoying that it doesn't rest automatically. Okay. It's weird. Alright. Okay. I was gonna say, it makes me strangely happy that the stick does to kick up the, like, draw in the sand. I know like it doesn't actually wait for that long before it despawns. Like, look, it's disappearing immediately, but like, if you're looking forward, that shouldn't be a problem. Hello. I thought it was a rhino for a second.
A villain resides. Beneath every mountain an abyss lies. Where
Oh, it's a big rat.
persist, bloodbaths may arise.
Big rat, big rat.
I cannot escape, and nor can you.
I want to be friends with the big rat. Yellow wind sage. Okay, it's gonna be a semi-difficult fight. No, fuck off. Oops. Big rat, big rat, big rat, big rat. I thought I had hooves for a second though. Alright. I wonder if there's a way to get my gourd be better. There probably is. Unless this is a get good kind of game. Yeah, have this. Have all of me. Have my shadow clones. Oops. No! Fight my shadow clones, don't fight me. Leave me alone. Oh, cock. Okay. Okay. He does a lot of striking forward attacks. It's about this arena. This arena my computer isn't really liking too much. A lot of particle effects for it. Oh, if you've... I know that I'm pretty certain right now there's probably no one listening who is affected by this, but if you just happen to play... If you happen to come out of nowhere and be a WoW player and are on the Silver Moon server and are annoyed at the price of bismuth, that's partly me to be blamed. I've been buying up 2-star bismuth to then turn it into 3-star and then selling it, and that's been driving the price of it up a little bit. It's a high risk, low reward kind of gamble doing that kind of money making scheme, but that's the kind of gamble that I like. Oops, I fucked that up, that's fine. Right. Oh my fucking... Okay. If you get interrupted while casting a spell, then it uses it resets the cooldown. It starts the cooldown, sorry, but doesn't actually use it.
The monkey once again. Open your eyes and behold.
Okay. Every character in this game, or every villain, major like area villain, has all referred to a mystery master. Just a character known as Master. I assume that might be the guy from the beginning that you fight. At least that's, you know, I assume. Alright, let's try not to mess up my spell casting in this one.
A skinny wretch like you has come far enough.
That's a bit, it hits a bit home for me. Shit. Good. Automatic. Use this. Do some damage. Stamina. We're gonna use red tides. Use red tides. There we go. Didn't cost anything. Good. Good enough, at least. Okay. Okay, I assume it seems to not be hittable now. There we go. Okay, that was not helpful at all. So, good to know. He's up to something. Careful, Sonic, he might try something. That's a... What the fuck is that? Oh, what the fuck was that? What was that? It was cool though, I like it. Give me an... Oh, hold on, I ain't got any mana. Help, heal. I haven't used tiny health yet. Oh, I want a rat to do that to me. I want to get kicked in the sky by a rat. It was such a human kick. What's this? My dad reminding me of their birthdays. Try that again. I hope I don't get kicked, but I also do because it was fun. I think riding a large rat around like a horse would be fun.
How dare you come back? Why do you have to come back?
I like that you don't. They do. Canonically, they are like, oh, why are you here again? I wonder if there's any like anything to do with that. Like killing them more than trying to attempt to fight them more than once changes them in some way. Okay, yeah, knocked him over. Good. Okay, perfect dodging can get you out of things even if you stand on them.
One more taste of my Kamadi wind.
fades away. Good. No, don't kick me. Oh, that might kill me. Oh wait, I'm just barely alive. Just barely. Hold on. Okay, here's that big beetle thing. Good. Types again. Oh. Okay. Too soon there. I don't know what happens if I go into that storm that's on the outside. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's so hard to see it coming with everything that's happening. I think that's my death. Yeah, it is. If I can make sure that I don't get kicked, it shouldn't be too bad. Or sparks from okay, so that's the you can like respec as you feel free. Or as you need to. That wasn't a real sentence. That was an endless bread sentence. So I can... Is it just something that I can do freely? Oh, that's cool. I think I'm fine with what I've got so far. I don't think that's really a big problem. Any of these got better? What are you? A civet sergeant. Oh, red governor. Take the form of the civet sergeant twin. Juggle twin blades and hurl them at the foe's chest. Once stricken, the foe shall suffer the agony of a pierced heart. Ah, that's sad, I guess. I'm gonna not bother with that. That's fine. Let's what was I doing? Oh yeah. This. Can I afford to do any of these? Like give myself more health or something? I think I can, can't I? Yeah. Give myself more health. I feel like there was a way to upgrade the gourd, and I'm just completely forgetting. Does it? Here, there was a guy here. Who are you? You might do it. This monkey guy might do it. I'll have a look. There we go. Oh no, I thought the game had crashed. Still might. The game crashed on startup earlier. So this is this way? Yeah, down here. This game kind of progresses a little bit like Diablo does, where it's, you know, it has separate chapters, but you can go back to the old area as you progress.
2 drops, honey.
Yeah, here we go. Upgrade gourd. Upgrade gourd. Upgrade drinks. I don't really know how this works. Recovers more health when using gourd. Because I haven't figured out how to actually equip or use these, so I don't know what they are. But I'll upgrade it anyway, because I can.
If only I could drink this with my old friend.
I have one upgrade remaining, but I don't know what it does, so I don't want to use it just in case I need it for something else. Okay. I know you can't fall off anyway. There's no reason to pretend. It is useful in games when like they do that, where they forcefully stop you from falling off the edge if you look like you're going to. But it also is very annoying. Oh, what's this? A back scratcher. What is it? Oh, it's a curio. I'm not buying that. I don't know if I need it. It's nice when they stop you from walking off the edge, but then you play games like Sonic where it does that. It will stop you from running off the edge, but only occasionally. Sometimes you'll run up to the edge and it'll like something like Sonic Adventure 2, and maybe Sonic Heroes, and probably actually Sonic Adventure 1. But they're the only 3 Sonic games that matter really. They will stop you from like walking off the edge. Where down here? Here? Was it here? They'll stop you from walking off the edge, but then sometimes you just walk into it and it won't let you. And then other times you like want to walk off and it won't. In this game, it's just unnecessary because it doesn't let you walk off anyway. It just kind of stops you. Different gourds hold varying amounts of wine. I've been thinking about Sonic a lot recently. I tried playing Sonic Heroes. Okay, it's not where I need to be. I tried playing Sonic Heroes the other day. Because during the period of time where my internet was messing up, and it still is, as we saw earlier. Where is the boss? But during that time, I tried playing Sonic Heroes, and I've got a save at. Okay, so it's not here either. Where? I mean, I also kind of still want to know what the point of all this is, but I imagine this is something for later. And I got to the final boss. Oh no, I already had a save at the final boss, so I was trying to fight the final boss. Well, not true final boss for like each campaign. And is it here? No, is it? Wait, is it here? Temple entrance or cellar? There? No. Oh, it would be here. It'd be the cellar. Okay. Because that's where the fox is. But yeah, no, the final boss of the Egg Emperor of Sonic Heroes, it's like nigh impossible because I never realized just how much that game barely works. It doesn't make me dislike the game anymore. Or it didn't make me dislike the game. I do like it. I still like Sonic Heroes. I still think it's one of the top 3 Sonic games. But it is still that final boss, I gave up after 2 attempts because it was just a horrible mess to try and play. But you just kept like falling off the edge, or like Dr. Eggman would go really far away and then rocket towards you at a high speed because you're not like keeping up with it. But if you go too fast, then you go ahead of him and then like you fall off the edge or something. Good. Stamina, hold on. Well, I'm not out of stamina, but I'm losing stamina. Okay. Good. I like that really. Just for the cool factor of it, more than anything. Okay, I can't use the other thing I forgot the name of. I can't use the Shadow Clone Jutsu. But that's not a problem. Oh, yep. Alright, that's a little bit better than what I was. That I did have. Shit. Come on. Shit, I was trying to heal.
How the sun has bested the monkey once again. Open your eyes and behold!
I'm expecting at least one crash today. It's probable that it will crash at least once. But is that, yeah, that's fine. Just making sure that the overlay was there. It seems to be fine. Last time I streamed this, when it crashed, the overlay disappeared on stream for some
Skinny
reason.
like you has come far enough.
Alright, never mind. Take it back. Oh, that's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Good. Okay, he's gonna go into the mist, go into the dust. That was the kick. Good. Come on. That. Fuck. Yes, 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 I know. Get up, get up. Oh, fucking... I dodged that. It's not my fault. Yeah, I can't see the hitbox for it in any way. We finally got a replacement cups last week. Then we delivered next week. Wonder what what piece of shit courier company is delivering them. They already sent an SMS. You don't want to. We don't want to deliver them. So, so you see, you want to pick them up from 3 miles away. Pretty please. I mean, 3 miles away isn't that far away. Do you live in like? Do you live in like the middle of nowhere? Do you have like a, I don't know, do you live in a gated community so you don't allow couriers in? Hi, zombie. I don't know how much Wukong could woo if a Kong could woo Kong.
How dare you come back? Why do you
Ah, fuck. Shit. A bit too soon that. Shit. Come on. Sip, 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 sip. Good. Shit. Cock. Piss. Good. Fuck. Use this just to get some bonus damage off on him. Good. Heal up a little bit. Let them take some of the damage. One of them is just standing there not doing anything. Right. Right. Fine, Mr. Sandman. Cock! Right. Come on, get up. Yeah, I saw that kick. I mean, I didn't. I just don't think the kick actually works against me in this form. Right. Get away. Oh. Oh. Come on, heal. Okay, no, that's not fair. You can't hide out of bounds, coward. It doesn't let me go past that the brown screen. How am I supposed to know where the hitbox for that is? Keep it going. There is, it's a rather, I see consistent theme amongst Souls-like games or similar. Because I don't know if this is technically classified as a Souls-like, but it is a consistent flaw amongst imitators. And I'm using imitator as not as a derogatory term towards the games. Is that they don't quite know how to make boss moves. They don't quite know how to make attacks look perceivable. It's not something that from games don't suffer from a little bit, but they definitely have got it down a little bit better with seeing what is and isn't the hitbox, even if you can't physically see a hitbox. Oh, excuse me. Right. Some stamina back. I dodged that. It may have been in my interest to invest in mana a little bit. So this starts this phase where the storm closes in. Fuck, I pressed it too late though. I hate the rat. I like that the rat kicks me, it's fun, but I'm annoyed by it now. Okay. Okay. I fucking... Ugh. It's fine. There's no consequences for dying. I just have to I have to continue playing the fight for longer. I don't know what that was about. I can spend days fighting an enemy and nothing can stop me. Apart from a thermonuclear warhead, but you know, the chance of that happening has gone up significantly, but not enough to really worry me.
Why do you have to come back?
I've noticed that throughout the fight he does change which end of the weapon he's holding. I don't know if that's something I need to be paying attention to. Okay, that's fine. That's alright. Wasn't mid-dodge when that hit me. Shit. Alright. I'd love to tell you what the perfect dodge does. I'd love to be able to tell you what it does. It increases my damage a little bit, and so there are augmentations to it that you can get throughout the game that does mean it does something. Oh, that wasn't really the best thing for me to do, but never mind. So like when my weapon glows red, not right now, but when my weapon's glowing red, it does increase the amount of damage. Like, that is saying that the amount of damage I'm doing is increased. other than that, I don't actually know. What the? I hate that. It's not fair. Come on. Get back in the arena. I think it also might... Yeah, it gains some of the... whatever that white bar is on the right. Hit! Get up! Well, I know what the right bar is. The bar is on the right. That does... that's my heavy attack meter. Yeah. Hawk. What? Why did that not do it then? What? Why is this game so temperamental? This... It's got so much to do with his head, though. Now there's a tornado. What's this fucking? Is it? This is a fucking WoW boss. What is this? Oh, fuck off. Ugh. Ugh. This game does not need fucking WoW boss level mechanics. Like, what the fuck is there a tornado floating around? Carl, I'll get rid of the fucking dildo. Which one? Where is it? There it is. Get rid of it. There you go, Carl. Sorry, I got rid of it for you. I'm gonna make sure I split half the raid into different parts to reduce the risk of chances of being hit. Ugh, such a long fight as well, and I do barely any damage, and I'm almost certain that I haven't neglected to do something. I think I just don't do that much damage.
Any wretch like you has come far enough.
What hit me then? I will say this game has like a lot of games, they do sometimes struggle to build up your own trust in the way the game plays. So like right now, I have very little trust in the way that the dodges work. Because sometimes I am mid-dodge when I get hit, so I'm yet to figure out how the dodges work. And as a result, I'm hesitant to dodge because I don't know if there's going to be any real purpose to me dodging. And it's the same with using some of these abilities. It can be a little bit temperamental as to whether or not, if you try and use the mid like move, it just doesn't activate. And sometimes it just don't activate to begin with. Then I pressed the button, it just didn't do anything.
One more taste of my Samadhi wind!
Oh, during this he puts that head is floating in the sky. I wonder if that's like useful in any way. Yeah. Get that far away, but it's fine. Oh, so that is just free damage there as well while it's casting that. Choose this. What's it doing? Hit off, go get them, you don't. I just want to not stand next to the fucking tornado. I know how bad the quality of the stream can look, so I know how barely imperceptible this fucking what's going on is on stream. Because it's fucking barely perceptible to me right now. Where's the fucking tornado? There it is. Okay. I just want to fucking heal. Sip it, sip it, sip it. Gulp like there's no tomorrow. What's it doing? There. Fuck. Dude, hi Halo, it's me. You haven't played this game to figure out how to see how it feels to dodge.
Just for a short reign over this barren
Eh? If I could do this. There's no pat where there is a parry, but it's not interesting like there is in the other games. Okay? It's difficult. Who's this? Where did this guy get big? Oh, is he one of the celestial beings? Because he's big. I've got that wig on my desk at the moment, so not my desk, on my bed. So whenever I look over, it looks like there's a severed head just lying on my bed. I did get good. I won. Can you not see it?
Amitabha. I am Bodhisattva Lingji of New Mount Sumeru, the warden of this rat. After the great sage's passing,
I like
the six
Asian
senses were scattered across
gods
the
that
mortal
have
realm.
the
This
there's like
thieving
that
rat chose
thing
to
around
come
his
one of
like
them,
floaty bits
but
around him.
hindered by his meager might, he could not absorb its power. Thus he schemed with wicked intent. A victim of his deceit, I had my hand taken by him. The sense requires such a grand container to release its power. I should bear the blame for his reign of havoc upon this ridge again. Through your valor and sagacity, order has been restored.
Oh, this guy's a good guy.
You are the sole worthy one to keep it.
I wasn't completely certain whether or not he was going to be a good guy or not.
Keep it secure in my stead.
Oh, maybe the lip sync is for Chinese and not English. On the first day, I was wondering about whether or not the lip sync was Chinese or English, but I'm not too sure. I thought it was English, but that lip sync didn't look like it matched the what was being said. I think it's going to be a little music video now, I think. Yeah. Did you just... Oh, it's like stop motion. This game is genuinely very creative, if not a bit frustrating at times. What did he hand me? Was it his head? Or was the thing... What? I wasn't actually looking. I was really thinking about lip sync. This really ran out of budget. This looks like it took more budget than the rest of the game combined. Stop motion's hard. Alright, Twitch. Calm down. It's not what it looks like. Wait. Fuck, it's gone. Quick. Oh. She's with child. That's not exactly where I would take a pregnant woman, but you know. That's disgusting. A bit crass, you know. Da-na-na. This guy's the OG furry. Oh no, she turned back into a fox and ate him. Told you, look. I think I may have almost accidentally skipped it there. That's actually really cool. Dude, wood. Oh, it's just a dream. Never mind. It does. It's a bit strange that he did have a dream of banging a fox, though. I would be a little bit. I wouldn't tell anyone about that. I would not tell someone if that was my dream. Oh, I killed it. You know, it's probably for the best. It's probably for the best that he killed it. And now we get another cool fucking ancient rock song.
Men, beasts, Buddhas, Yaoguais. Each of them bears a distinct root from birth. Superior and
No, it's
inferior.
Chinese throat singing, not
None should
Mongolian
disturb us
throat singing.
beside
There's a difference.
Am I right, Sun Wukong?
Unless this is actually secretly propaganda to try and get us to believe that Mongolia is part of China. But to be fair, that last one we just played in was a bit deserty, which means that it could have been in the north of, set in the north of China. I say a bit deserty, it was very deserty.
You've endured here. Did you reach the Forgotten Kingdom at the end of the land? Did you find the clash of stones and the fall of Tiger's acolyte? If you shut your ears and heed only your inner
Oh, excuse me.
I fear the more you yearn for flawless endings, the further you'll stray from the path. Rats and cats, neither grasped their destiny, and yet neither admitted it. Listen closely, young one. Their complaints ride upon the wind.
Fuming ears. Ah. Oh no, it wasn't a head. It was a jar that I got. I saw that. I thought it looked like an ocarina. Confirm that. So that's chapter 2 done. I don't know how many more chapters there are to go, but I suppose we'll see as I play. I'm not in a rush to beat the game, but I'm also, you know, I don't want to spend the rest of my life playing it. Load of random crafting items. This here is the little thing that we got, which I have. Yeah, no, I've got no idea what's going on in the story here. I've got no. If I need to know, someone will tell me eventually. Rush to beat my meat. Well, the haste. Well, you know, if I don't do it, someone else might. I don't want to lose out. I'll just put that over there. New chapter. By the way, I do have, for that thing that I put out on Discord the other day, that thing, and I was like, oh, you know, it's one of those nights, and I showed a picture of a guy, a screenshot of a video of a guy teaching me how to unsheath a sword. I do have a bit of a story to tell about him, so once we got past this opening cutscene, I'll probably explain where that went, because that did actually go somewhere. Oh, it's a fat baby. Well, maybe. That's one of those like really massive babies that were on TikTok ages ago. Go Siggy, you might get you might get a newfound interest in football. Oh, I want to do that. I want to walk around as a little fat baby man and slap my belly. It's an absolute vibe, that is. If I become a Buddhist, do I turn into one of those? It's a small price to pay to be a happy... Okay. You know, I like that they do just kind of... You just appear in each level. Oh. I can do that too, look. Okay. Interesting. Is the little Buddha baby around here somewhere? All right. But yeah, no. You should go to the football game, Siggy. You might enjoy it. You might find a love for football or women's football or your friend. I don't know. Alright, are we? Is this a snowy area? It seems like it. Yeah, it is. Oh, the snow a bit little cold on my little monkey toesies. What the heck is that? It's a demon. I actually kind of is. It's a bat person. Oh, it's Batman. But I am the first person to say that. And I will say I will have no evidence otherwise. Good. It's man. Half man, other half man. Oh, man. The just tell him that you're living the hermit life, Siggy, that you don't want to go. That you're becoming a Zen monk and going the hermit life and like live in a cave somewhere. You know, that's you know, never talk to me again. I'm a Zen. Oh, hello. I'm now a Zen master. Where are we? Huh? Glacier? A glacier? A glacier cherry? Okay. The Snow Hill Path. And 20 FPS bats. Flower? The Ukrainian colleague asked to train. Actually, had to train with her, and he was like, "Nah, I'd rather keep programming my game." That's the absolute Chad move. That's a true Chad move. That is. Sorry, no, sorry, babe. I'm gaming. I like that you get more staffs as you go along, but I do feel like it's a bit redundant in a game design standpoint because, like, you gain the ability to craft them as the game goes on. So, like, why do I need to craft them? It's just going to, like, why not just like level up normally? It's not like an actual criticism. It's not a real criticism. It's just something that's kind of a bit like, why do I can't craft them at the start of the game anyway, so why don't it just be part of the game's progress? It's whatever. Ow. It happens all the time, Maya. You're just hanging out, going about your own day, and just left and right, people of every gender saying, would you like to do the sex? And I go, no, thank you. I would not like to do the sex, thank you very much. I've got World of Warcraft to play, and I've got swords to buy. I don't want to interrupt my Laijutsu training or whatever it's called. I haven't got to that part in the book. And they immediately look at me in disgust and then leave. And I say, sorry, it's not my fault. I'm just busy. Why don't you try and best me in Mortal Kombat, and then I'll be willing to give you a moment. You shot that girl down with the force of 1,000 suns. You did. She had a sparkle of hope in her eyes, and you went, no, Jeremy Clarkson. She came over to you. She came over to you. She was like, she was happy. She was, you know. And you just went, no. She wanted to see your huge pectoral muscles. And your massive traps. And your grotesquely large delts. Oh. No, it's just occurred to me that that headless creature that was following us around, wasn't that the didn't that was the thing that turned into the big guy at the end of the last chapter? It just dawned on me that that's what happened. It's a genjutsu all along. That's actually what I look like when I'm eating pizza. It's me when I go to McDonald's, sat in the car park. I don't even own a car. Cock? Oh wait, no, it didn't do any damage to me. Go. There's some guy behind me, but I want to explore first. You have probably... Yeah, you are. Good. Why? What? I would never want to level a Tauren rogue because it'd always just it'd just annoy me that, you know, it doesn't fit. The thing is, most races in WoW don't fit with the idea of a rogue, and I don't like that. The only time I've only ever leveled human rogues in like a mecha gnome rogue, but I never got it very far. Tauren definitely doesn't strike me as yeah. I haven't got any of the allied races for the Horde yet. I've never played the Horde long enough, but like the high mountain Tauren as a fucking rogue doesn't sound right. You were being eyed up by a blonde. You went to the left corner. Her gaze followed you. You went to the right corner. Her gaze followed you. You looked at her, and she gazed back at you and smiled. I looked at your watch, realized that it was almost time to watch the Grand Tour, and left. You do what I do. That's basically what I do, Siggy. Not to bring everything back round to WoW, but in WoW, your head will track whatever you're currently looking at or like clicked on. And so I do that when I think someone's staring at me. I walk around and watch their head follow me. And I'm like, I know what you've been up to. You were looking at me. And then I get on my mount and fly away. You there. Wait. How dare you attack me while I wasn't looking? Oh, he's dead. Maybe that's just what it's like, Siggy, to be born naturally handsome. You've got the appearance of a Greek god. You're cursed with the appearance of a Greek god because everyone wants to talk to you and you just want to go home, write porn, and play games. Hello, macaque sheaf. He's doing fucking jutsus. Take him down. Oh, you cheeky bastard. Coward. Fucking... Fine. Be that way. English name Mechanic Chief. Chinese name Most Illustrious Holder of the Fifth Seal, Grandmaster of the Rising Sun. Monkey. I'd like that. I think if that was my title, that's what I'd want it to be. I'd want it to be Most Illustrious Holder of the Fifth Seal, Grandmaster of the Rising Sun. I might refer to myself as the Grandmaster of the Rising Sun now that I'm in my Swordmaster arc. Game that has nothing to do with porn. It's text-based dungeon crawler that you're working on to get the gist of HTML. I've never really heard the idea of... I've never heard someone say, I'm learning how to make a game, and then in that same sentence use HTML as their programming language. That was a proper fucking Dark Souls little hidden guy then. I assume it's browser-based then, if it's going to be, if it's HTML. Yeah. Okay. Also uses JavaScript. Ah. Or JavaScript. It's fine for choose your adventure books. I don't. Well, no, I knew it was fine. It was just because it's just something I've never heard. I haven't heard of people. Even when doing something like that, I'd never really thought about doing it in HTML. But it's not. Yeah, if it's text based, then it's, you know. It's a. It's basically just like a more complicated PowerPoint presentation. We learned how to make games in PowerPoint when I was in school. Very, very basic games, but games nonetheless. Okay, all these have come to life. I assumed they were going to. Oh, he's going to be a problem because he's glowing blue. Hawk. I can't thought you were starting with it. Because as far as well, it's a fairly old language, HTML is, and I can't imagine it's overly difficult. Because I mean, you know, random people were learning HTML to like customize their MySpace page ages like years ago, so it can't be that difficult to learn. Like you had, you know, you had mid 2000s, well, early 2000s, no, yeah, mid to late 2000s, you know. I don't know how to end that sentence, but you know, you had people in the mid to late 2000s learning HTML just so they could put their favorite song on MySpace. So it's probably a decent place to start. Should code it in C++. Go fucking crazy. Dive in the deep end. I was thinking it'd be a fun idea. It's not something that I can do, but to like have a TV show, no, a YouTube show, where the whole premise is the whole thing is biting off more than you can chew. I was thinking about Warhammer the other day, and how I really would like to get like one of the Titans. I'd love a Warlord Titan. It's completely unfeasible for me to obtain for several reasons, but like as far as painting Warhammer goes, even if I was able to put it together, well, actually I won't be able to put it together, but like as far as everything to do with it goes, I'm not skilled enough, and I don't have the knowledge to put together, put together and paint a Warlord Titan because of how big it is, and even like some of the smaller things in Warhammer. And so I was thinking, like, you know, you could buy it as part of like a YouTube thing, and the whole idea is that I'm diving into the deep end when it comes to getting into Warhammer. Like, I want to get into Warhammer, so I bought a Warlord Titan, and that's my first project. The Warlord Titan is like the most expensive model you can buy, and also the most like complicated to put together and actually work with. And so yeah, I was like, that'd be not something that I could do, but the idea of biting off more than I can chew, in which every episode of the video of it is that I take up a random hobby, or the person the person producing the video takes up a random hobby, and instead of like, you know, taking tentative steps into it, you just go all the way in. It's like, I wanted to learn how to play the piano, and instead of buying like a cheap thing for like, you know, for 100 quid off of Argos or whatever, you buy a grand piano, you know. So I wanted to get into like car mechanics, and so you buy a completely broken, battered out car. You buy like an old tank or something to try and put together, you know. I want to get into furniture production and things like that. But that's the thing. The whole point is that you'd be clueless. That's the point. The point of it is that you're like, I want to get into this hobby. This is only for like a video idea, like for a series idea that someone else, you know, I'm not doing this. It's too expensive and I can't. No. But that's the point. Is that you're biting off more than you can chew. You're diving into the deep end immediately. Would that? I don't know if it'd make for content. I'm not the one making it. That's why I'm not doing it. Because like I was thinking, because it's just like you can fucking make anything content on the internet if you yourself are entertaining enough. That's why I don't think I could do it. Is because I don't have the skills to make that good content. But I think it could. I think it could also potentially work as it could also work as like a reality TV show. But I feel like they'd make it shit if you gave it to like a reality TV show place. Like if they were trying to make it just wouldn't be very good because they'd take it too far. They'd take it too far and they dramatize it too much, because it's more just meant to. It was meant to more be like, instead of it being like, oh, this is really difficult, I can't do it. It was more meant to be just like guys hanging out trying to do a hobby that they've never done before. You know, that's why it would have to be people, the sort of people that you see at the top. You know, it'd be the sort of you know, you put Germa in blue overalls and tell him to build a tank. You know, that kind of shit. People who would know how to do it, because it would just end up being just people like, you know, making holes in the engine and hoping that it works. So it was just meant to. It was just that sort of. It's just an idea that I had. Not like obviously I was never gonna do it myself. Just as like an excuse to be able to buy something. To me, it'd be an excuse to buy things that'd be far too expensive for me to own normally. It's like, I want to buy, you know, I want to learn how to make swords. And it's like, I can't personally justify buying an entire forge setup. But if I was making YouTube video where I was like pissing about trying to make a sword, then I can justify it. This is Roger. Roger has never even set foot into the ocean before. We're dropping him from a helicopter in the middle of the Atlantic to see if he can survive for 2 days with nothing but a screaming rubber chicken. Will he do it? Tune in at 9 o'clock tonight to find out if Robert dies. And it goes dum dum dum, and it's like you see like the camera pan out as Robert's in the middle of the Atlantic on a little raft. I think Roger would die. Sorry, it's not Robert. That's how much they care about him. But that's the thing, is that if you were to do it like on the TV, they'd just go stupid with it, and they'd make it boring, and it'd just be like people crying all the time. Because what they would do is they would just they'd be like, this person wanted to be a concert pianist, so we put them in the middle of a fucking concert hall surrounded by 4,000 people and gave them 3 weeks to learn how to play it. And it's like, that's like, that would be funny if done well, but just sad if not done well. It would just be some like random person who never had a chance to follow their dreams, getting fucking like crying and having a panic attack. There we go. Tonight. It doesn't sound funny. That's why it wouldn't. That's why I did. That's why I wouldn't want the thing to do. The like big TV producers to do it. Fine, use this. It's just gonna be, see if that helps at all. Come on, get down. It's like, this is gonna be me once I learn how to fight with my cool swords that I'm gonna buy. Yep. Fucking hitbox there, that was good. Ah, cock. There we go. Just catch up on funny pranks. You want Philomena? The Kunk to go around just shit on people's car bonnets. Just go, just a prank. Yeah, I think. I also want this random woman to show herself shitting on live TV. Go, yeah, that'd be funny, wouldn't it? I'd love to, I'd be, you know, ITV or whoever, Channel 4 or whatever. Show me the women shitting. I need to laugh. It'd be really funny, wouldn't it? You know, it'd be funny and gross. You know, if you could see it like coming out and like splatting on the car and like slowly like rolling down it, leaving a streak of brown doo-doo on the windscreen. I think that'd be funny. Oh, where am I going? Open. Oh, now you change it to gross. Now that I made it sound, now that I called you out, now you're like, no, it's to be gross. Nah, it'd be gross, that would. Don't show that, unless. Right, you'd probably find them on Channel 4. I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't put it past Channel 4 or something. They have like Naked Attraction or whatever, where people go, your cock looks weird. I don't want to go out with you. Where am I going? I've never seen Naked Attraction. I don't know anything about it. Is it just down here? Oh, okay, yeah. I must have been getting the map that I'd drawn in my head must have been getting mixed up with a different map in the game. You have German version of it, and it's called Naked Attraction. Wow, that's impressive. I'm surprised that the title isn't like 4 paragraphs long. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird that that's a thing, isn't it? The sort of show that is Naked Attraction. Naked Attraction. Yeah, it's a very nice tree. Thank you for showing it me.
Faith and devotion, quite the notion. Yet how many can claim
Naked
a mind
Attraction,
so
the visual
pure,
novel.
still and sure? Look at you.
I got isekai'd into a game show where where everyone involved is naked and has to judge each other's genitals on whether or not they want to go on a date with me or not.
I read your fortune before you came.
Romantic comedy.
Care to hear?
What is
Act
this?
not and be still. Thy
I
gifts
actually
are
hate
thy
you.
ill. If you seek your own end, I shall not stop you. I, the keeper of the New West, welcome the destined one.
Is this what they think of America? Oh, it turns into Superman 64. Let's go. Oh, I'm not actually controlling this. I might be. I'm not sure. I think we should do I think there should be a YouTuber Naked Attraction. For charity, of course. Oh, there's the Matterhorn there. What is going on? Siggy, if this is the fuck, I'm a little tiny bat. I just like slightly shatter a window. Probably won't even do that. Oh, I'm a low poly bat.
See that temple on the lake?
No,
Therein
actually, you haven't
lies
shown
the
it me.
thing you seek.
Disgusting
Lord of
creature.
this land is away.
Second
Seize it
bat at
now
the bell
and
tower.
leave.
Oh, there it is. Am I about to fight a reflection of myself? Is this gonna be like the water temple? Right. I can actually just go anywhere, okay. Good. I've never seen the I've never seen the appeal of shows such as Naked Attraction. The pointing and laughing kind of shows like that, it's not my kind of thing. It's like embarrassing bodies. I don't want to see that, but also because that's just gross. There's a show where like they're all naked on an island and they're not allowed to have sex with each other or something like that. It's a prize pool, and anytime you have sex, the prize goes down or something. Where's this? A lemon? Where's the lemon? Sex sells. You know? Sex sells, and if that means that we have to get 45 naked human beings and put them on an island and tell them not to have sex with each other, then that means that that's what we're gonna do. But it's gonna rake in billions. That's my favourite episode of The Simpsons, when Mr. Burns looks at Marge and goes, "Sexcellent." There is an episode of The Simpsons where Mr. Burns falls in love with Marge, I think. I liked the face of that house, of this building, this little temple. It's got a cool face to it. Fire squid. Is it a squid or a fish? Better be a squid. Squid, squid, squid. Is my colour changing? Have I been getting more orange? Maybe dying does have a, maybe there is something wrong with dying. Each time you die, your kidney loses more and more function.
How delightful.
Hello.
It still recalls your scent. When that monkey was alive, he was all about weeping and begging for help. Now, even in death, he led
Yeah,
all
I think
you
it is
younglings
Chinese
right to me.
lip sync.
This sack of mine can barely fit you all. Kang Jinglong, now that you are ready, go
Your
and
pupils
wait
are
this
massive.
for your master. See if this monkey merits a place amongst my disciples.
I was trying to think of something to say about the dragon, but I just thought it looked cool. I had nothing to say because it looked cool. I'm surprised it's taken this long for us to see a dragon in this game. Gotta kill it to get its tears. It's like a Pokemon battle. It's fighting Rayquaza. How's this gonna work then? How do I fight this creature? Yep. Oh, wrong button. Press the heal button. Okay. One of my rare mounts in WoW is the Ivory Cloud Serpent. That's what I was thinking when this first appeared. I was thinking of that mount. Like, it's a cool mount. Shit. Okay, that's fine. Cock. Come on. Okay, yeah. I like to mount swords on my wall. Come on. Okay. Fuck off. time for me to hit him, but along we go. Run, my minions, fight! Do my bidding. Fuck! Oh, I dodged that. You saw it. I was mid-dodge when it grabbed me. That's cheating. It's not fair. Oh, I'm still technically alive. Yeah, on a technicality. I like that it uses its little back legs on the ground sometimes. I didn't have any healing items left. Or maybe I did, but I didn't have any, like, my gourd. Dragon! Every time I see the word dragon, or you know, hear the word dragon, I just... Oh, look at it in the background, just like floating around. Look at it, free as the bird. I just think of the woman getting executed in Skyrim at the very beginning. Or during the execution bit at the start of Skyrim, there's a woman that shouts dragon. I wanted to use it in the parry video, but it's not as clear as I thought it was. For some reason, it's barely even audible in the game, but for some reason I just remember it. Just this random woman shouting dragon. Do I have any points to allocate? I do. I do have points to allocate Evanescence. Wake me up in... I don't know if that's Evanescence, actually. I think it is. Wake me up inside. When the enemy is mobilized... Oh, that's too much faff for me. Casting immobilized no longer interrupts light combo attack. That... Oh, that one, please. Thank you. Save me. Save me from the something I've become. I don't know the words. Da, 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 da. I'm gonna increase mana a little bit. It's probably not that much, but it's still something. Let's check to make sure I miss. I got this. I forgot to activate. What is it? Stop it. Considerably. Oh, do I actually get? Oh, can I switch? No, I can't. But slightly extends invincibility duration of the first move of all varied combos, narrows the window of rock slide deflection, but returns half the mana cost, temporarily increases attack power after a perfect dodge. I thought that was something that already happened. I'm gonna do that. Oh, it seems like there might be 5 chapters because there's 5 things there, so. That would make sense. Fucking mind. Oh, no, not that. Chapter. I think there's 5 chapters. Yeah. I'm a big fan of games with 5 chapters. Go. I mean, as long as the game doesn't get to a point where it feels like it's dragging, it's not too bad. You're wondering, it's National Speak Day. I hope never. It should be every day. Oh, I suppose these all came about because I opened the chest without fighting them first. It always speak add-on from WoW. I'm not surprised. Let's go. We'll rest and then fight the boss. Try fighting the boss. Does it just turn everything you say into Uwu speak? That sounds torturous. Why is that a thing? I hate add-ons in WoW, not because they're not useful, but because every time I start putting them in, I start like finding like more. Every time I come back to WoW, I'm like, alright, let's just play WoW, I won't worry about any add-ons or anything. But then as I go on, I'm like, well, I'll add this, and then I'll add this, and now then suddenly I've got fucking 17 weak auras all running at once, making my game run at like 3 frames a second, just trying to tell me whether or not I should like use Pillar of Frost or something. I've never used anything like LVR, or I think I once tried once, but it's like, it's just too much faff. The current WoW's UI editor, I pressed the dodge button. What's the point? What's the point of having it slow down and having me press the dodge button if you're just gonna hit me anyway? The WoW's UI editor at the moment is not too bad, so I just use that for my main UI stuff. I have got a Frost Death Knight weak aura, which is pretty useful, but it's like not essential. Get up! Get up! Get down! Oh, fuck off. Actually, fuck off. Why? What am I doing wrong? I wasn't standing anywhere near them. Ugh. You still count to 5 in your head while playing Fury. I have a weak aura mostly just to remind me to use Pillar of Frost. It just makes it glow like it's a proc, so I just press it instinctively. It's the same with Remorseless Winter. It's more so for Remorseless Winter is the useful one. Because then that... because I definitely would always forget Remorseless Winter. It's just like something you should have up all the time, because there's no reason not to. Why can I not dodge that? I pressed the fucking dodge button. Dodge windows in this, it's like, it makes no sense what a dodge window is. Get up. I don't know what that does. Get up! What? I don't even know what's happening. I close the dodge window, a dodge door opens. Yeah, dodge door right into the fucking respawn point. You dodge right through it. It's like opening a door in fucking Monsters Inc. At least I can lock onto it from 4 miles away. That's better than some games. Okay, it's gonna start with the fucking grab attack. No, it ain't. Never mind. I don't know what that does. Other than be slightly annoying. There is no dodge window for that. I refuse to believe that there's a dodge window. They just forgot to add it. Look at that. Fucking critical hit on his face. Not that it matters. Off. Ugh. What the fuck was that? Ugh. Da, 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 da. How do I focus points? Okay. Can I afford to make a new weapon at all? I don't know if I can. Craft weapons. Nah, no, I can't. I need more stuff. I don't know where I get that. The will I just get from doing existing. Did I never make that? Or do I have to... Whatever. But maybe I get the reply. Maybe I get part of that for fighting this boss. I made better armor, but I haven't actually got the. I've only got the pieces to make some of it. I can make that. Oh no, maybe no. Actually, I think I can make the whole thing. Though it's gonna. Whatever. Let's do that. Oh, wait. That's what I'm currently wearing. It gives me shock resistance, but isn't what doing? Isn't this boss here like electrocuting me? Decoy and duplicates are cloaked in yellow wind, granting them considerable damage reduction. But it will... Oh, it's chill resistance. The fuck it, let's go with this. Might as well. Good, and then there we go. So that might help a little bit. At least it'll at least reduce the damage that I'm taking slightly. Did I actually equip it? Yeah, I did. I don't know what that is. Moderately increases defense. Oh wait, that's what I've got already. In chilled state, moderate increases crit hand. Okay, it might help for this, but I don't really know what this boss is doing to me. Dun, dun. Tap, 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 tap. Okay. What are you doing? What's your first protocol? This? Okay. Get up. Get up. Not necessary. Good, good. Gosh. Dodged the other way, but I thought it was going to be a different attack. Ugh. Pay, soul banner, pay, banana. What the fuck is a soul banner? I should have been reading that instead of thinking about what one was. It would have made more sense. Never mind. Can't be that important. They wouldn't hide it. They wouldn't hide something important in just in a random loading screen tip. No game would do that. That'd be bad game design. Good. Get up. What's that? Yeah. Can I get it with some fire damage? Or maybe it's immune to fire. Okay. It's fine. We can use this tank damage at the very least. I would like to see the enemy, please. Thank you.
Sultan got 1,111 cheer, Dex 10, rule, rectangle, rule. Rectans never will be slaves.
The way that the bot's accent it sounded like he said sliced at the end. Thank you for the 10 bits, sorry. Get up, you little monkey man. Britannia will prevail. But the sun is finally setting on the British Empire due to giving back an island somewhere. Thanks, great. Due to finally giving back an island somewhere in the Indian Ocean, I think. Rule Britannia. Britannia once ruled the waves. Not anymore, though. It's kind of sad, but also not, because there was a lot of colonization and other bad things. Thought I dodged that fine, but no, apparently not. Okay, get back. Can't do anything because I haven't got any mana. That's fine. what's happening here. It's very hard to know what's happening. Oh, so annoying. I could barely hear the cheer, the text to speech while that was happening. Also, hello if you're still around, sorry. Britannia. Hello. I am a British soldier in the 1800s. I'm a sailor, I am. Come on. Shit. How do you choose to attack me? Petty moves. It'll take more than that to kill me. Probably something similar to that, really. Cock. No, wait, you know, okay. Alright. Get away from that. Get away! Good. Okay. Good. Oh great, thanks for that. Really fucking useful. Drink. Back. Through there. Dodge that. You're hunting down hype trains. You're an emote collector. Yeah. I don't actually. Do you just get him for being? Do you just get him to get like free emotes for being in the chat when that happens? Get up! I do not like the getting up is so slow and boring. But you have to be a part of it. Go. Oh. Ah, I see. fuck? What's that? Okay. Good. Oh, look at that. Put him out of an attack then, somehow. Oh. What? What's it doing? Absolutely annoying character you are. Oh. Duh! Oh, it was a queen. Oh, it's time for a water level. Oh, my heart is irregular. I'm suffering from arrhythmia right now. Oh, it's that from earlier.
This time, there will be no easy way out.
Well, that's the end of the game. Oh, never mind. I've been banished to the spirit realm. But oh, it's the pagoda realm. Never mind. It's a very specific realm. A realm of exclusively pagodas. I suppose this is the part in every Souls-like game where you go to a completely different location. I'm a man. Oh, well, a monkey, but you know. We go nerds. Yeah, that's cool. Big bronze bell. Okay. Oh.
Whiff of monkey stench. Stay where you are, newcomer.
Yeah.
Wonders
Oh.
in this place.
Yeah, I'm ignoring you. You can go away. It's pagoda. It's just a big building made out of pagodas in space. His big monkey-like face. My heart was oh, okay. Oh no, I've turned evil. My heart was beating rather irregular, like not very, rather fast. Get up! I'm fighting that. Being very close. I was very close to death. Like one hit from death. And am I not supposed to fight these things? I assume probably not. Oh no, I'm doing decent damage to I was very close to death and very much panicking because I didn't want to have to do that whole fight again because it was such an annoying fight. This thing that was turning my eyes red, or did my eyes just go red? Although that's now spinning faster, so there's demons afoot. I feel my heart's giving out. I'm having a heart attack, I think. Out of everyone I know, I think I'm the most likely to have a heart attack. I'm not like, I don't even have like, I just kind of feel like that's the case, you know. I'm not like, oh, there we go, thing. I'm not like overweight or, but I'm definitely like the least healthy person, I think, anywhere. Oh, what's this? The Kangjin staff. I can't make it, but you know. Punishing downpour executes thunder damage to the enemy instead of area damage. Oh. Where's that tiny fucking emote? And why does it look like a gnome kissing a mole? I don't need to rest, it's fine. Oh, yeah, done. What's wrong with true love? Hey, I never said there's anything wrong with it. I was just saying, I just wanted to know what it was, you know? Wait, get down. You know? Two of God, what's wrong with two of God's creatures loving each other? Felt that. I haven't seen Archers in a bit. There we go. Hi, Halo. Oh, Halo, do you want to, oops. Do you want to... Do you want to know about that guy that I saw, that I was looking at on YouTube? Do you want to know where that went, where that ended up? After I continued to look at him. I continued to research him and look up what he was all about and what he was up to. All night actually. It went from 20 to 12 to 20 to 2 in the morning, so about 2 hours. I spent researching this guy. If you don't know, which is, you know, if you weren't on the Discord, you wouldn't know, but I found a video of some guy demonstrating how to unsheath a sword, yeah? That I was like looking for it to be cringe, but it actually wasn't. It was informative, and the guy, like, it was actually, like, the people in the comments weren't like making fun of him or anything, and he was just a guy doing, basically doing sword tutorials and things. But it was from 2008, so it was from the year 2008, so it was very much of its time. It was really grainy. It looked like it was a vintage YouTube video. This is a big wooden stick sword thing, called technically a training sword, but it's just a big stick. So I was watching this guy make with his video with this thing, and his videos looked a lot like they were going to be the sort of video that yeah, it's just for warming up with. This is it seemed like everything. What is going on? Why does that happen? Oh, that drains my health occasionally. I just want to stop it. Oh, I can pause. I forgot about that. I forgot I can just pause the game. So, anyway, as I was watching this video, I thought it reminded me a lot like it being like it's the sort of thing you'd see in a true crime video, like in the future, like now someone would make a true crime video, like this guy killed his family in 16 years ago. He was making samurai videos or whatever. And Halo wanted to know the question of where he was now, what the guy was up to now, because, you know, he hadn't uploaded since 2013, and so I wanted to look up what it was, and I ended up finding who he was, finding out quite a lot about him. In fact, I was reading forum posts about this guy named Hyojin Sama on YouTube. Yeah, his name's I'm not. This isn't a dox. I'm not doxing him by any means, but that I can tell you that's not his name. His name is not Hyojin Sama. He was part of a forum, a sword and blade forum, and he was the first thing that I saw when I looked up his name was this obscure forum, and on it, the first post I saw was looking for Hyojin Sama. Someone wanted to know where he was. They were looking for him. Yeah, and I was like, that's interesting, because so am I. I'm also looking for him. This was a post from 10 years ago of someone looking for Hyojin Sama. Why are they looking for him? Turns out they were looking for him because they had sent him blades and money on the for him to customize their sword. He had previously been a sushi chef. And then he quit to go along the to change profession to a sword maker and or customizer, and so he was taking commissions for people to send Hyojin Sama. You know what? This is information I didn't look up this information. I didn't like go searching for his Facebook or anything. This was just on the forum. His actual name's Kevin. So so people were sending Kevin money and swords for him to customize them, and at this point he was quite a well-respected member of the sword community, providing a lot of helpful information. And so people had sent him money and sent him swords for commissions. A number of people never got their sword back. Actually, I think all but a couple people never got their sword back. I don't actually know if he did commission, if he actually did any of the things that people sent to him. So he was given swords, swords. So yeah, people wanted to know where he was because he just wasn't doing the work that he was being commissioned for. And he was just ghosting people. He was just cutting off contact with people, and not doing anything. Throughout the course, I found several threads, all of people saying the same thing, with people from each thread like appearing in each thread as well, crossing across threads. So like there was several people involved. There was quite a few. If I wanted to, I could probably count. It's probably like 5 or 6, maybe more. But yeah, no, he that was happening, and people were getting there was a lot of people who were like defending him, or at least trying to give him a chance. There was a lot of people who were trying to give him a chance, and were like, listen, I know this guy. I know him. I've met him. I've shook hands with him. I've crossed blades with him. I know this guy. He's a good guy. Just give him time. You know, he's going through some shit right now. Let's let him deal with it. It'll be fine. Over the course of like a few months, like a year, this whole story spans a year from like 2010. It's like 2011 to 2012. More and more information about what has been happening has come out, and I've only gotten enough through like what has been referenced through these forum posts. So there might be some more out there, more forum posts that have either been deleted or that are on different websites, or maybe things happened in DMs that I just don't know about. This guy, Kevin, where was I? He people were defending him, and then suddenly, just like a lot of people, a handful of people, a couple of people were just like coming in out of nowhere and like accusing him of crimes and being like, this is theft, this is this, that, and we're going to get the police involved, we're going to get the FBI involved. The number of people were like, we're going to get the FBI involved, and other people were like, no, you can't get the FBI involved, the FBI do not care. And then other people are like, no, don't get the police involved, that's just going to mess things up even more, because then the police are going to have to get involved. Also, like, they're like, oh yeah, he stole stuff from him, and then like more level heads are coming in and being like, no, he hasn't stolen anything from you. You willingly sent him stuff to get done. That he owns that stuff. He legally has these items from you. He's not stolen anything. And like there's like loads of like 2010s, 2011s like forum arguments, because this obviously is before like things started to coalesce into like Reddit or whatever. Reddit was around, but it wasn't. There was still the remnants of forums at the time, and so these people are like screaming and shouting about how it's a crime, and then there's like the other people are like, no, it's not a crime. Give him time. But then over time, people's perception of Kevin does begin to shift. By the time that you at the start, you're like, everyone's like, no, it's fine. I know Kevin. He's great. He's a good guy. Great guy. He's just had some. He's hit a roadblock in his life. He's hit a roadblock in his life, and so he just needs to get through that. And once he's gotten through it, everything will be fine. Yeah. Hold on, let's get rid of this cock. And so he gets but sorry, when you get to the end, of that story, of this the whole thread, everyone's like, fuck him, I hate him, he's a horrible person, I hate Kevin, he's stupid. And honestly, I don't like Kevin that much anymore. I started off being really sympathetic and be like, why are people being mean to Kevin? But now I'm like, Kevin, the fuck, man. And so like it seems like he definitely did go through some hard times. He lost a couple jobs. He I think he lost a family member, and so it just kind of all piled on top of each other. And this is also like 2 years after the housing crisis, so monetarily things weren't doing too great. This was in 2010, 2011-ish. The start of 2011, I think all this started to come to light. And so here's the thing, Halo. Here's the thing. One person comes out of nowhere and claims to have messaged his former employer. Yeah. The story's not over yet, Halo. The story is not over. Like, don't get me wrong, I do have some sympathy for him for, falling on hard times and things happening. The story's not over. At some point during all this, he gets a job at some website that I can't remember the name of, which is a sword website, presumably making swords. Eventually, someone on the forum mentions that they got in touch with that place, because this was a respected place to buy things from. And on Hyojin Sama's YouTube channel, he references it. He says that he's I think he like has discount codes and things for it. And so people go, hey, website, what's up with Hyojin Sama? Where is he? Do you know where he is? And they go, no, he disappeared. He disappeared abruptly, stole a load of swords, stole a load of equipment, I think maybe even stole some money from them, and just disappeared. And originally some people were like skeptical because that was just one person's claim on a forum, but then eventually that did get substantiated, and that did get proven true, that he did in fact steal a load of shit from this place. I'm pretty certain that was what actually happened. So he stole a load of shit from this place, and then disappeared. At some point during all this, as people are speculating, actually it's very shortly into it, as everyone's speculating as to what's happened and what their next port of call is and all this, that and the other, do we get the police involved, whatever. One of the site admins gets involved. Yeah. One of the site admins comes along and is like, listen, I know everything that's happened. Yeah. I was going to let this go, but for the sake of transparency, I know what's happening. And I know what's happening because Kevin's been living with me. So the site admin is like, Kevin's a good friend of mine. He's been living with me. It's hard times. I let him into my house. So eventually, though, what the story that the admin says is that Kevin has been living with the admin. The admin eventually goes, listen, times are tough. I can't afford to keep you in my house. You need to go and find somewhere to live. You can't live in my house. So he's like, sure. Leaves a load of shit with him, with the admin. The main problem here that everyone has is is no one really actually cares about Kevin. Everyone cares about their stuff and their money. Yeah, predominantly their stuff. At this point, they've gotten to a point where they're like, I don't care about the money anymore. I just want my sword back, because some of them are expensive swords. Some of them have not sentimental, because they're not antiques or anything. I don't think they're pretty much just replicas, but they still have, it's still their stuff that they want back. And so a lot of them just want their stuff back. The admin has all their stuff in his house. He has it all. He can sell. He can be like, listen, I've got the stuff, but he's legally not allowed to send it. Legally, he cannot send it back to them. And so everyone in the forum understands that. They're not angry at the admin for not sending it. They're like, he can't send it back because legally it doesn't belong to him. For all intents and purposes, legally, Kevin owns all this stuff. He's just keeping it in the admin's house, and so the admin can't touch it. But Kevin just disappears again. He's just gone. Like, the admin keeps trying to get in contact with him, being like, "Hey, can you do that? Can you come and deal with sort this stuff out?" It doesn't happen. The admin eventually gets Kevin and like is updating people on the forum, being like, "Hey, I've spoken to Kevin. Kevin's going to come to my house today at this time, and I'll keep you updated." Then you get to that time and you get the update, and the update is Kevin hasn't arrived. And then a few days go by and you get basically the same thing happened with Kevin not arriving. Eventually Kevin does show up. The whole point that the admin wants Kevin in his house is so that he can get Kevin to sign on a piece of paper that all of this stuff in his house is no longer Kevin's responsibility. The admin wants to get everyone's stuff back because, they're all part of the same community. And so Kevin eventually, after so long, like, as I said, this forum started at the start of 2011, and the final post was around the middle of 2012. So there's not a huge amount of posts, but there is quite a few. Eventually that gets sorted, and the admin is like, hey, I now have full control over everyone's stuff. If you would like, send me the information, we'll sort it out. I know whose is what, that. Send me the money to have it shipped, or organize a way to get it, to come and get it, and I will. So as far as I'm aware, everyone involved did eventually get their stuff back, which is a happy ending on that front. Now on the other front is the Kevin front, because this is a story about Kevin. Kevin disappears. Kevin's gone. No one knows where Kevin is. The admin needs to get in contact with Kevin. Why? Because Kevin's got a fiance or a girlfriend or a wife. I don't know. She appears, and her name's Jen. She appears in the videos as well. Kevin and Jen like lizards, I think. That's what I think they like. They have pet lizards. They have pet animals of some kind. Now, they don't have a house, so where are they living? That's right, they were living in the admin's house. The admin's house is full of swords and lizards. The admin's house is full of animals. I'm thinking they're lizards. I don't know, but based on what I can sort of put together, I think it's lizards. At least. Maybe there's snakes, maybe there's other things, I don't know. But the admin's house is full of animals, and these animals are just being neglected. Not because the admin's a bad guy. He just can't afford to look after them. And Jen and Kevin have disappeared. Yeah, I know I didn't mention Jen throughout this whole story, but she's not actually important until you find out that there are animals involved, that eventually, I just think the admin gets like the animal control involved and just has them take them away. I think that's how it ends with the animals. But like, throughout all this, the admin just has a collection of animals in his house that he has to look after because Jen and Kevin have pissed off somewhere. And so that's happened. Eventually, stuff comes to light that I'm not too sure of. It gets a bit murky at times because of the amount of time that has passed. So eventually it gets a little bit murky as to what's happened, because people start to mention things that haven't been mentioned in that forum thread. What? Shut up. people start mentioning things that didn't happen in that thread, and so I'm a little bit confused as to what has happened, because I don't really know where it ends. But at some point, the admin is talking about how things have come to light that that require actual legal litigation involved. Things have happened, but things that Kevin, things have come up that would require some kind of attorney or solicitor or lawyer. I don't really know what it was. But the admin has to get in contact with Kevin for this. But he doesn't know where Kevin is, because Kevin's gone. Kevin's gone. No one knows where Kevin is. I mean, maybe they do now, but Kevin's gone. The admin keeps sending like letters, like physical letters. These aren't emails. These aren't DMs. These are physical tracked letters. So the reason that the admin knows that Kevin isn't getting the letters is the letters keep turning up back at the admin's house. So the admin's trying to get in contact with Kevin. Turns out he just assumes that Kevin gave him a fake address, or just not his address. So Kevin's gone, and eventually, the admin has to get in contact to get any kind of contact at all with Kevin. Even on the slightest level, the admin has to get in touch with Kevin's stepdad. And he's like sending him emails being like, hey, where the fuck is Kevin? And that's like as far as I could find out. The forum thread basically just ends with, I'm having to get in contact with Kevin's stepdad to find out what's happening with Kevin. I need to get like, I'm getting like I'm getting I don't know if it's lawyers. I don't know what the actual title of the job is or whatever, but I think in the UK like a solicitor or something. And he's like, I just can't. Kevin's gone. But on the bright side, everyone got their swords back. Well, I think for all intents and purposes, everyone on the website got their swords back. But yeah, that's the story of Kevin. I don't know where it ends. I don't know what happened. It's unlikely ended with him getting prison time or anything. At most, it'd just be like fines and stuff. Not that he seems like he had the money to pay it. But yeah, I could have just sent him a message. I could have asked him. I could have been like, yo, can I? This is going to sound weird, but 10 years ago, you had some trouble with, 15, 16 years ago, you had some trouble with a guy named Kevin. What happened to him? Because I also was like thinking that the last YouTube video that he put out came out in 2013, I think it was, or something like that. It was at least 13 years, whatever, 13 years ago, 2012, which means that the last video that Hyojin-sama put out, that Kevin put out, came out after all this happened, or at least during it all. But at the as far as I'm aware, it came out after all this happened. So I went into the comments to find out if there was anything in there, and there wasn't. There's a lot of people being like, "Oh, where you been? What's happened? I missed your videos, man." And like one person was like, "Oh, apparently someone like filed a lawsuit against him," which that's as much as I can really think about that. Find out about that. But yeah, I don't know what happened, because that's the thing, is that the admin still had contact with Kevin in a way because he had his stepdad. But yeah, I would imagine that it somehow has all kind of worked out, maybe. Like, if you go onto the forum that I was on and then look up Hyojin-sama, there are 40 pages of things that have that word in it somewhere. And so I'd have to go searching through all of it, and I'd hate to try and even search through the search term of Kevin. So it is all that came from me wanting to know why the samurai wore their sword blade up. I wanted to know why the samurai wore their blade up, and so I went to a Reddit post that linked to one of Hyojin Sama's videos, the one that I showed the picture of in on the Discord, and that was him explaining why they wore their sword's blade up. It was that was an odyssey. The thing is, a lot of the posts on that forum are on the Hyojin Sama. You know, when searching for the keyword Hyojin Sama, it's it a lot of it is just the post that I've already seen. So like the thread that I saw was asking about it, but in the title of that was Hyojin Sama and the other person, Jen's weird Japanese name. And so like most search results for Hyojin Sama are just each post on that thread. I here's the thing, Visferic. I started writing a script for it. I don't know how I'm going to do it, and yeah, I may have bought this because I wanted to make a video on it, and I was like, maybe I could put this somewhere in the video if I do. The reason that the just because this is so fucking obscure, and it's like here's my rant, here's a strange story that I learned, but I do kind of want to. I kind of started. I haven't touched it since. It was only a couple of days ago that I started it, but I'd have to go through and have a look, see if there's any more information on it. It was just such an interesting thing to go down, because I was getting genuinely, my emotions were rising as I was because I was reading it in real time. Like I wasn't reading it in reverse. I started at the first post and made my way through to the last, and so like I was reading it as it was happening. And so like you start off with, you know, I had seen it on YouTube. I'd seen it on YouTube, this guy on YouTube, and I was like, oh, this seems like a nice guy or whatever. And then like to see people be like, yeah, he's gone through some stuff, and like seeing people mention that he's battling with depression and things, and obviously not to get too heavy with it, I understand to an extent what it feels like to be depressed, maybe not on his level, but I understand the whole idea of taking on more jobs because you're too embarrassed or too ashamed to say that you can't do it or anything like that, and so things just pile up and it gets more and more on top of you, to the point where I was like, yeah, no, I get it. I can understand. While I've never been in his situation and my problems are significantly less than his, it's like I get it. I understand where this can come from. And so to see people coming out of nowhere and those pictures that I posted in the Discord, by the way, the other day when I said "oops, wrong Discord," those are some of the screens, some of the people that were involved in this story. Those are some of the people who. One of them is the person defending it, and one of them was the guy who was coming in and being like, "No, fuck him. He's a con artist. I hate the bastard." But yeah, no, to see people come in and like just not be nice to him, just be like, no, he's a con artist, he's bad, we need to get the police involved, while other people are saying, no, he's depressed. There's genuine problems. It was like, it's hard for me, especially when there are the people defending him were leaving some like genuinely really nice comments. I wish I could find one, but I don't know where it is. There was one that was like, it was even like even outside of everything, it was just some guy saying something really, really nice to be like, listen, this happens to people, everything can, things go wrong, things go wrong in life, sometimes you just need to bear through it, and it's the way that you respond to this that is how we'll be seen in life. And it's it's up to you to make that decision. But if you do decide to make this decision, you know, we hope you make the good best one or whatever. I'd like to find that. I'd like to find that post because it's actually really good. And if I make a video on the guy, I genuinely want to include that quote just because it's such a good line, you know. It's in here somewhere. I'd have to. This forum's like still semi-active as well, which is weird for a forum as old as it is. But it's just like it was just strange to find all this about a guy that I just kind of, you know, I stumbled across. It's not I for some reason I cannot find the forum post that has it. And it's annoying because it was a really good it wasn't as comprehensive in it. It wasn't as comprehensive as the one that I ended up reading all the way through, but it was definitely had some decent stuff in it, just to help understand what was going on. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to really find it. Because also a number of the posts under Hyojin-sama, under the Hyojin-sama keyword, are just him posting. Like it's just things of just him talking. Because I've just gone right to the very end, and you can see where he is just talking. It's just people talking to him. Let me just have a quick check. If I do this, oh, there's actually significantly less if I just look up the word Kevin. The thing is, I could ask around, but it doesn't see it. It doesn't see it. Doesn't. I don't think. Like I don't. It may be something that's like, you know, that the people involved have moved on, and you don't want to bring it back up because it's like it's not their. You know, that was just a blip in their life. Especially like the admin seemed like it was something that he really did want to move on from, and it was just put it behind him and sort it out. And it's like I just feel bad if I'm like, hey, I'm a random guy who's never made this kind of investigative YouTube video before. Do you care to answer 17 questions, including where do you live, where does Kevin live, what's Kevin's real name? You know, I know his real name. I know his full name. Where's Kevin now? Did you is he in jail? Has he killed his wife? I wouldn't be surprised. I did look up his name. I looked up Kevin to try and find out, like, is he in prison? Is there records of his death? Is he around? Because apparently there was some moments during this where people were insinuating that he might be on he might want to put him on suicide watch, you know. So that's like my heart started racing when I saw people be like say that, but that could have also just been people being like, hey, back off, don't talk, you know, he's gonna kill himself. But like forum talk being like, nah, I won't hesitate to do it. So yeah, I have no idea if I make a video on this. The biggest problem with me making videos is that I don't know how. I have no idea how to make a video on it. And my mind wanders so quick that it's very difficult for me to actually do anything with. But I would like to at least try. But I'm glad that I'm glad that you found it at least somewhat enthralling, even though it's about a guy that no one's ever heard of, with a few thousand subscribers on YouTube from 2008. I don't, you know. I wasn't expecting you to be so invested in it. I didn't expect it to actually be Like that's the thing. I didn't expect myself to be invested in it because I didn't expect to find anything. Because usually, whenever you look up uh old, whenever you find old YouTube channels that have disappeared, you know, they're almost I say it's almost 20 years old, but we get it, you know, the YouTube channel itself is very old, and it just abruptly stops out of nowhere. Fairly often, if you was to find that, I at least assume, I don't do this too often, this is the first time I've ever really done it, but I would imagine that fairly often you will never find that person again. They will just go. They're non-existent anymore. Like I was expecting to look up the word Hyojin Sama, and the only thing that I find is like, I don't know, a my anime list for like an anime that I've never heard of. You know, like it's a character from something, or maybe I just find links to his channel or random Facebook accounts or things of that nature. I wasn't expecting to actually find anything about this guy, and then to see the first thing I saw was, does anyone know where Hyojin Sama is? And then just then I just went onto this forum, and it was like immediately I was like, hold on, people on this forum know of him. Like he's a prolific poster. You know, he was at the time a well-known poster on this forum, and so that made me kind of go, there must be more on here. And then going through it all and learning all this and actually finding stuff and being like, I am possibly the first person to read all that in like 10 years. Like I hope that Kevin's doing better, and I hope that everything that happened was the result of, it's going to sound bad when I say I hope it was the result of mental health and not the result of him being a bad person. You know what I mean? Like, I can see how this very quickly shifted from him being like, you know, fairly. I heard he was a perfectionist as well, so that's also like, you know, if he was working on people's stuff, then he'd be working on it. He wants to perfect it. It's not good enough. Then he feels down on himself, and then things start happening, and the world just starts to figuratively crumble around him. As nothing that he's doing feels good enough. You know, I think he had a death in the family. He's losing his job, or he's lost several jobs. He can't afford to live anywhere. The person that he was living with is saying that he has to go. He's got jobs that he's taken on that he can't, that he may be himself too proud to then turn around and say, listen, I can't do this, because he may have already spent that money trying to get by day to day, so he hasn't got the money to give back to them, so he can't say, listen, I can't do it, but I also can't give you the money back, because that'll make them sad. You know, you don't want to disappoint people, and so that just weighs on him, and then it gets more and more to the point where you just recede, you just disappear, because what else can you do? Or at least in your head, that's the only option. And if you were in his head, I would say you would probably also make the same decision, that you would probably just want to leave. You would just feel that the only way you can deal with this problem is to disappear. Even if that isn't the actual best course, because everyone on the forum was willing to hear him out. There was people, obviously it's a forum online. There was people that were willing to very much to kill him, figuratively. But like I personally choose to believe that he wasn't doing it as a scam. He wasn't a con artist, because some people were saying like it's happened before where people infiltrate deep into a community and then scam a load of money off people and then leave. I don't think that's what it was, because the videos, his YouTube videos, show that he had an actual interest in the subject matter. You know, you don't just you don't start that. You don't do everything that he was doing on YouTube. You don't do that for the videos that he did. You don't do that if you aren't interested in it. And so I choose to believe that Kevin is just a guy that got everything on top of him. You know, he just got too much and he just had to disappear. because I personally can empathize. I think it's empathize, sympathize, or empathize. I can't remember which one it is. The one where you can understand it because you've felt those kinds of feelings. I can understand that. I get it, and so that's why I would much prefer. I'd much prefer and understand it if it was just like a mental health thing that just spiraled, as opposed to it being him being a bad person. Because if he was him being a bad person, then fuck him. But I like to give him the benefit of the doubt and say that it was something that spiraled out of control. And by the end of it, people had a right to be annoyed. Like, I'm not saying that it's that he did the right thing by disappearing, but I'm saying that I at least sympathize with him, and I at least understand where it, how these feelings could have eventually come about. Like, so much so that, like, it was getting to me a little bit while I was reading these posts on him. Only a little bit. I'm a fucking big man. Like, fuck you. I won't fucking. But like the post of the people being like, we understand. That was the part where I was like a little bit like, come on, Kevin. You've been given the chance. Take it. Let these people know what's happening. Take the steps to make it better, and he just didn't, and that's why he just disappeared and just started ghosting people. He would occasionally show up and be like, hey, I sent you a DM. Have you checked the spam box? Have you checked your DMs? And people would be like, yeah, I've checked my spam box. I've checked my DMs. You're not there. What are you on about? And things. It is... It is an interesting story. It is much more interesting than I was expecting to find out about this one guy. And like I said, I tried to look up. I was like, is he dead? Is he dead? Is he in prison? Can I even just so much as find like a Facebook page about him? I found some links to Facebook pages on the forum, but they weren't dead links, but they were to private links, so I couldn't find anything through those. I tracked him to another forum, but like on that forum, the only account I could find, at least, it was under a different name, and it may not have been him. It just had circumstantial evidence that it was him, and he made his account and posted and stopped posting all on the same day. So, but it was within a time frame. It was 2010 or whenever it was, so it all lines up with it being him. But there was also like nothing there because it had nothing to do with the whole scenario. Because like one person came into the thread on the forum that I was reading, one person came in from a different forum and was like, hey, I was talking to Kevin on this forum. I almost commissioned him for some stuff. I'm glad I didn't. But he didn't mention what forum. No one mentions any other actual forums, presumably because it's a forum rule, which is understandable. So yeah. Honestly, like, I think I've got a pretty decent idea of the whole story. There just isn't, like, I feel like I feel like there probably isn't a satisfying conclusion. I would imagine that the people involved concluded the whole thing, and that just remained within them, and it died with their usage of the platform. Like, once people started to disappear, and maybe the people involved were, maybe like the admin and the people who were involved did keep up with the admin about what he was up to and things. Sorry. Sorry, I was thinking about fucking Mini Minute Man. But yeah, so I imagine the people involved probably have some idea of what had happened, but it's also a case of like, it might not be information that they want to put out there, because there's a lot of because throughout the whole thing they do refer to things happening in Kevin's life that weren't very good. And in the thread, at least that I was reading, they never explicitly mention what it is. Some people go like, oh, I've experienced death and losing jobs and things like that, but nowhere did in this thread did someone come in and explicitly say, hey guys, this is what's happened to Hyojin Sama. So as far as I am concerned, that's hearsay, and is credible enough to the point where I'm willing to believe it, but is understandable that certain things they just might not want to have put out there. Which is why I don't really necessarily want to go hunting the people down and be like, hey, who are these people? Because at the end of the day, this was 10 fucking years ago. They don't want to fucking they don't care about it anymore. And if they do, then that's on them. But, you know. But no, yeah. It was a fun 2 hours. I was staring at the screen unblinkingly reading these threads from 2011, 2010, 11, and 12. It's moments like that make me go, maybe I do have an attention disorder, because usually I struggle to pay attention to anything, but then this obscure thread about a guy I've never heard of and that no one else has ever heard of catches my attention, and I don't blink for 2 hours. And I'm like, maybe there's maybe there's something there I should probably look into. But it was fun. I had to pull myself away from the game. I was by the time that I got to the end, obviously it was only 2 hours. It's not that long of a research session, but I mean it's about the same amount as fucking the guy Halo. But 2 hours, 2 hours of research. But yeah, that was a fun night. I did have to pull myself away from it at the end, but also like I was kind of getting to the end. Yeah, I was fucking a guy at the same time. I had to keep my spirits up, didn't I? I'd be crying hearing the story of Kevin and going, "Oh, Harry, come here. I need you. Caress me. Hold me gently." But yeah, that's the story of Kevin. There are like there's other like characters involved, but for the most part that's it. I found other people, like I found another strange guy, but he just seemed like I say strange because but there's nothing strange about him. He was just a guy. Like I was looking through the comments of some of Hyojin Sama's videos and noticing a name recurring. And so I went to that person's channel to see what they were up to. And they're still making videos today. The last time they uploaded was a month ago. And they've been uploading consistently forever. And so like they talk about sword things. I don't know why I say they. I'm pretty certain it's a he. So he uploads. And what's fun about that guy is that I went all the way to the very bottom and found like his original videos. And they're very threatening looking videos, I'll be honest. His early videos have very threatening auras to them. Like one of them was just my thoughts on gay marriage. that was it, and it was like a low resolution picture of him staring into the camera. And like another one was like him staring into the camera in a dark room, and it was just YouTube haters or something like that. And it was like, the fuck is this? But luckily that guy, as much as I got to the very bottom and saw that he had a video with a few hundred views that was called my thoughts on gay marriage, I was like, I'm watching this. I have to find out what this is about. He had like good opinions. His opinions were, as people would like to say, based. So I watched one video on him being like, I watched one video of him from 2008 about him saying that gays should be allowed to marry, and I was like, all right, I don't need to know. This guy isn't insane. This is just a guy. This is just a guy's YouTube channel. But the interesting thing about that is that in that video, he has his like infant son just with him, and he explains that my son just wanted to hang out, and so I didn't want to say no, so he's in the video. He had pretty progressive in that aspect as well, because he was like, he wasn't sure if he wanted to have his son involved because of like having too much imagery of his son around so that he could be found or whatever. But then he was like, but he justified it in one way or another. It doesn't really matter. But the fun thing is that you can see in that video, his child's an infant. In his most recent video, the child's there again, but it's like a fully grown, almost adult. I think he must be like 16, 16, 17 at this point, which is was pretty fun to see. This is just a guy just hanging out, just making videos about swords and politics. And it's like he's still making stuff, which was just sweet to see. But yeah, that was that's why I spent whatever it was. I was playing WoW and reading about that. That's why you should always look at weird videos that you find. You never know what you're gonna find. You might find Kevin. Kevin's still, as far as I'm aware, Kevin's still out there just living his life. I'd hate to cause Kevin any problems. I'd feel bad for Kevin. But at the same time, I don't think there's much to worry about in that front. Because while you could find Kevin if you knew who he was, you could probably find him, but I'm on the side that Kevin was just in a bad place and just let things get on top of him. Let's rest one more time. How long we doing? We've got a few minutes left. That was an odyssey about it. That was a journey. I might actually use this the audio from this, not in the video. I'll make my own separate video for it, but just as a way of trying to figure out how I go about making the video. Oh, this guy just saved me from that arrow. Could you stop, please? Stop! Get up! Get! Okay, that's that dead. But yeah, I held off on saying anything about Kevin throughout the whole stream, and actually prior to the stream, because I was like, this is important. It's an important story. Okay. Don't mind me. Shit. Good. You there. Take this and suck on this. Suck on this long extendable pole. Good. I don't know what it is that's out here that causes my eyes to go this. Is it that? Oh, maybe it's that. Maybe it's these like white lights areas here. No, that wouldn't make sense because I was just like I was sat in it. It would just happen to me earlier when I was as I was just sitting around. So shit. I don't know what killed me there. Oh, I think I got hit by an arrow. Ugh. I think I might leave it here just because I've tired myself out thinking about Kevin. By the way, I told my friend the story of Kevin, and throughout the entire night I kept referencing Kevin, and it would be like something had happened. I'd be like, yeah, but what would Kevin do? Poor Kevin. Alright, I'm going to leave it as I go and think about Kevin some more. So I will be back next time I stream, whenever that may be, sometime later this week to do some more of Black Myth Wukong. Let me just make sure there's nothing I need to be aware of. That's not something I need to be aware of. Give me a sec. Because I saw something in the thing earlier. Ah, okay. Alright, so that's it. I will be, let me leave that so I can go into the main menu. I'll be back next time I what's that? Wait, hold on. I got distracted. Oh, it's just that guy from earlier. The Mountain Patroller. Slightly increases crit hit and chance of jump over. Okay, But yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. I will be back next time. Take care, and bye bye. Wait, yeah, no, I've done it right. Good.